3 different agents that are better.
Turkey has aren't all that
Okay.
high.
It's
As
fine.
you see a
No,
wild
I agree.
card roster that would never have been expected
Okay,
to
what's
make
your
it
time?
this far. As for the
128,
Ultimates, this score have
127,
represented
126,
Okay,
MENA
perfect.
since
25.
2022. Over 4
Okay, no crazy
different
comps.
sorts
I
of
like this comp
promotion tournaments that
from
they've
them,
played
like
in,
the Neon
but
Breach.
only been able to
Oh, it's Neon Breach Sova,
accumulate
not
one win.
Neon Breach Fate.
That came last time. Could this
Oh.
be a different story?
Damn, bro.
It
The
starts in Pacific's
shots already
favour.
getting hit are crazy.
The run from Premier has arrived
I mean,
at
when you
Ascension, and
contact
LaRock is
through
the
the
one which
Viper
draws
Orb
first blood,
and
opens
just
up
one-tap the
C
guy.
side. Loita is caught,
Yeah, it's
and that will
insane.
make for an
Crazy.
equalizer, but still, there is a road to be crossed, and they are yet to arrive at it. Oh my god, comeback.
Oh my god.
Yeah, straight on to
Finally
it.
locks it in.
Yeah, Pacific looking to lock this pistol round down, playing off one another. The Dizzy managed to
Oof,
flash
bro,
up
this
the
one got
first, but
close here
Fair.
at the end here.
lying in wait
Oh, real
and
close.
activated. First round Pacific.
Oh,
on
Lighties,
the
you're back
attack
from the
as well,
24-hour ban. Respect.
Another clutch from LaRock. That's what we expect from him for Pacific. He had the most in Turkey Split 2, yet he's the youngest player in the competition. 16
What's their,
years of age, ineligible
pings
for
at the moment?
VCT EMEA should they be promoted. That's just how
Couldn't make
crazy
it to
this
Berlin.
roster
Oh,
is.
so are
But
they boot camping in
Premier
Berlin?
to
Is that what you're saying?
promotion, they've kept on going.
And then
a
one's just
steady
on high.
pace. If they're given momentum here for this opening game, which on paper against
Yeah,
a
time.
roster
You're
which
saving
has
up
had
points to
changes of
time
its
him out
own,
again.
which
I
don't
respect,
typically
I
win
respect
at
that.
these events,
Doubling down.
it's the perfect storm, really, is the only way to look at it.
The
Posting
feud has
comeback
begun.
on C Mound as they look to
4 of them are boot camping in
explore
Berlin.
towards the
Okay,
other
that makes
side of
sense.
the map and create a pressure point for the Ultimates to react to. Decent reaction so far, but the reclear
Dude,
coming
imagine he
through
got that
from
kill
Pacific
here.
is pretty spot on as well. Finding that kill on C poses another question though. Where do Pacific end? Towards A, they don't fancy it, as we see the Ultimates head towards that side of the map.
Yeah. And something else as well with this Neon pick from Pacific, not only is it different to the comp they ran before, this is the only time we've ever seen Neon from them since Split 2. Come back famed for his jet. On a different agent with the Outlaw in hands. Loves a scoped
Did you say
weapon,
you had
much
played with
like
many of
some
these in
what we
rank?
saw in
Sorry,
the
you
previous
said something about it
series.
earlier.
I played with
Hoping to try
Combat,
and
the
keep it
Neon.
clean
Okay.
here, though, because the previous
Every
squad
single time I
they
played
knew
against
about the
him,
flank.
like, I'm not
They
kidding,
do
he had
here
like
as well.
25
Larok,
kills at
same
least.
pair of
And like,
hands,
I would be
make
like
sure
2-8 in
Sam's
duels.
body looks more like Swiss cheese when he's
Like,
done.
he would just
Really?
destroy me every time.
Okay.
Have been fairly successful on the engagements.
But not
that
the
they
other
were
guys?
making, as you would expect of
I mean,
Turkey and
I
this
did
region
see Loita,
on what they produce in
I guess
terms
in
of young
ranked as
talent.
well somewhere,
Another
but
3,
like,
I guess
just
5
randomly
technically
somewhere.
has this full roster.
I don't really
with
know
a
what
high
it is.
ceiling for their future.
I think
and what
they're-
they can provide.
I think this is because Rians was telling me, like,
Different
if this
waves
team
of
would
experience
qualify,
as well.
like 3 of them
When we were
couldn't play
having
because
that
they're 17 or
conversation
something
about
like that.
Yeah,
the only
yeah.
other national team in
Two
the
of them at
competition
16,
saw
one's 17.
the Portuguese representatives
that's
and how the
insane,
talent pool looks in Turkey.
And but still
It
good,
is
right? We were
so
talking about it,
deep.
like,
The
okay, even if
history
you
runs from the
qualify
very
but
first
you cannot
champs
play,
that
you
we've
still
had
make
in
name for
Valorant.
yourself.
They're always a staple
Which
in
is like only
EMEA,
positive.
but these
Yeah.
events haven't
So
best
why
suited
not?
them. The
It's
fact you
like
do
the guy
have a
from Bleed,
surprise contender
Juicy.
doesn't make too
He
much
got picked up
difference to the
by
narrative,
DSG
and
next
more than
year.
anything, it kind of feeds
And then
into the
probably
lens that
makes it
Pacific
back
will be
onto
viewing
Bleed
this
this
from
year.
as
I don't really
if
know.
you're going to
but
say that
no matter
Seoul
what, you've
aren't ready
secured
for the
yourself
level just yet. Well,
some kind
these
of
guys
future.
can certainly prove it, but they're still so much younger.
Yeah, so much more ahead of them.
Whoa.
And well,
Yeah, this is the guy just entering like this
comeback.
from
What
bonuses.
the?
Because why not?
That's crazy.
Ahead of them, yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
This is the gun round 2. There are still players
Like,
soft
I'm
on
not
the Ultimates
ashamed that
will
I'm losing
fight
game
back,
duels to him.
but a 3-on-2
honestly.
and comeback still shifting around the map with this Outlaw is posing to be such a problem. Finally,
Wait, I
he
think I
pulls the
fucked up my
trigger on the
stream.
high gear
What's your
and they're
time?
in.
48, 47,
Okay.
Yeah.
46.
But at the same time, Spike goes down.
Overall with the
The
plan
last
as
two
well.
remaining players for the Ultimates are disconnected. Can't work together. Can't even use utility, like for instance a breach to stun in for the other player. It's just contacted in. Jellison getting the first and Sand.
Yeah, man, that's a
Even
scary
looking to
round to go up
investigate towards
against.
these. Is this a save?
When a Neon's
It
just
has to
solo
be.
facing
3v1.
with an Outlaw.
time.
That's
Don't
just
really know about the
that
damage on
it's
comeback or Gelasa,
it's
like you
borderline
say. That
disrespectful.
means the Pacific
He's just
will
out
convert
dueling
their
you.
bonus. This attack side has
But I think
got
like
off
what
to the start
like
that they would have been
I
looking
imagine
for.
myself
As
in
we said
the
before, we
the
haven't
Omen
seen
POV on Rubble.
this one
Like
from
the way
them
he peaked
since all
is
the
like
way
so
back in May, the
good.
very start of that month.
Yeah.
Like he was holding
Before the
the
second
crosshair
split
like
even
wider than
started.
he actually peaked, and
But they're
like you
showing
don't
a
even
strong
get
version
chance
of
to shoot, you
themselves
just
here.
die.
To bounce off what I was saying earlier, that's nothing
Yeah,
against
you're right.
Saw and their own development. It's more the idea that across all of Turkey, with the quality that they have, with, you know, there only being like 10 domestic spots on those Turkish teams, BBL Foot, to make those upgrades, like we've seen former teammates of Rose, both Woot and Yetajay, ploy their trade. I say that Woot plays for Heretics, but you get the point.
Yeah.
It's difficult to make that jump.
So we got the
Yeah, and I think
we
that-
got the hero gun saved.
I think that adds to the
Oh, wait.
instability of
Dude,
the
this guy's
Turkish region
farming
as
them,
well,
man.
as
We gotta get some heavy armors out here.
because for the most part,
We gotta get some
those
heavy
players
armors
being
at one
picked up
point.
left, right,
It
and centre,
snowballed into a
whether that's
disaster.
from a tier 2 side that can perhaps offer a bit more money, or even the likes of your tier 1 talent, right? Creates this instability for rosters that aren't always stable. Look at, for instance, Fireflux and what happened.
They had heavy
there.
armors
They
last round.
lost
The
out
Omen didn't,
on
right?
Kiwi. That's
Made a
allowing
huge
this
difference coming
opportunity.
into the second split of playoffs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. This has allowed an opportunity for Pacific to thrive in the perfect conditions, and it seems as if that's to be the case.
Have to give respect to their opponents.
Shot.
Fighter with a big punish. Nice shots landing. A couple of heads taken.
Okay.
And a 3-on-2. The young gun on
No,
the
but this
block,
guy's like,
the newest face, the teenager.
Wait.
look,
That had to
he's
step
already
into
ready
the
for
role
another one.
of the most potent
Oh
player
my god.
in all of MENA.
Bro, he's everywhere. Dude, this
just
official,
lost his
I'm
life.
so confused by it.
It does leave Spy solo, but
Wait, what
with
happened?
a Vandal in
He's
hand
like-
and the
Wait, he ulted?
Thrash
Yeah.
to go once more, he has to at least
Oh,
give
he's
this
just
one
gonna
a
die
go.
to another outlaw shot.
He like insta-cancelled it
It
as
is
well
cut
after.
short by
Bro, this
comeback
guy
though.
is absolutely farming them.
Very
He's
easily
everywhere.
done so as well.
Yep.
Big stuff from
I mean, it feels
Comeback,
like-
big stuff from Pacific.
I think his
as they start
POV,
to
those
string
rounds are
these
like
rounds
in his rank
together.
games.
I mean, Sand was an issue. Yes, a bit of an interesting commodity, which the Ultimates find themselves with. The fact that, for instance, you have like Sand playing on Rad last year, him having experience going up against Focus, pushing them, actually beating them when I think back to it, Hazza, and then being
We
loaned
remember it all
out
too
to
well.
this roster.
Comeback ult available, straight in, B site taken, pace change from Pacific, the quickest team in all of Turkey. It says a lot about their style, and already Sanders on the receiving end. It's a combination.
That's
Oh, that's so
sick.
perfect.
To block him off.
That's
And Rose
so-
is
what?
doubled up on it as
No,
well.
what the- what?
The spike is
How?
headed for the hills. C is where it'll go. The C stands for chamber. Mo is still here.
I've
but
never
how
seen
much can he possibly do?
effective hits.
I'm
Like,
The human,
Mo's still
the human recon,
He
Neon.
is stuck out the
That
side
was sick though.
without a cue
How did he
to
get the
back
second
in.
kill? Did he hit both on him?
I think you just watch a
It's
lot of
almost
Rian's Demons.
like the Ultimates.
Yeah, that actually
haven't
is
really
the special.
got an idea of what the map
Maybe it's
stays
just
like,
Turkish sauce, I
wanting
don't
to
know.
perhaps just go for a save, not wanting to risk it.
Yeah. The Ultimates just haven't had a chance to set up.
Bro,
at all.
imagine this being your,
Pacific are playing
imagine this being your
this
second buy
fast
round.
and loose style, which we'd expected
so
from
devastating.
them, but it has experience blended in. Rose's ult there is so well tempered to just add on to the push. You talk about comeback being isolated.
What do you think about
but
Chamber?
He's toying around with his food now. Mo gets one.
It's
Khalid would have
Mr.
liked a
Mo.
little more.
I think Chamber's fine.
And,
and I think
grabbing
it's
3
like
kills
it
does do
can be
something,
kind of
but it's still
strong,
a 5th round.
but in the current
I feel as
metas,
if though,
it's
Liza,
not
like,
great.
When you fight a
Like
Pacific player,
majority of the
it's
time
like
it's
cutting off
double
the head of the
initiator a
Hydra.
lot this year,
For
right?
everyone
And
you
that's
cut
like
Or
off,
double
two more
controller.
is gonna
Yeah,
swing
and
round
they're both a bit of a
shoot you
disaster.
back. Like, look at Mo here, gets the
Yeah.
first pick, tries to
I
reset.
remember
for
we played
the
this scrim against
second.
T1,
Jalasin so
and they
quick
had
to get
Chamber,
trades.
and it was so fun to make
I
your
know we're talking
kind
about
of
minuscule
live
details
mission
here,
to
but
deny him.
it's more than
Yes,
the
Always.
yeah,
sector
it's
Because
pushing.
I mean that's what
Pacific
we were
are
thinking
able
about,
to
right?
play.
Like
And
For
I
sure.
think
if you
this
don't,
is
you
the
are gonna die.
perfect game
Yeah.
to set them up for the rest of the group.
You become
Settle the
like
nerves, the
it's
focus that
relatively
this team has
easy
ever
like on
been.
attack to just be like we need to make sure
And
we
that's
push
not
this
even
guy
just
off to
talking
break
about
him.
in the server,
There's the
this
thing.
is
Maybe
also
sometimes
talking
it's like a
about
little
the
bit too
coaches being
one-dimensional as
introduced
well.
key.
But I think when you have double initiator or
Every
double
single game
smokes,
that
it's
Pacific
like,
will play from here
it's made
until
for
the
pushing
end
them
of their
off, really.
2024 campaign.
Pagan,
will
thank
be
you so
their
much, man.
biggest.
Thanks for the
The
12
furthest
months.
any player on
Appreciate
the
the tier
roster
1.
had been
I
coming
don't want to
into
see
their
it get a
debut
buff though,
challenger
because I
split
think people are
was
so good with
Jalasa.
it
He
that
made
I think
playoffs
that maybe
for
it's like
Galatasaray, but even then,
I
he
think
was the
people
sixth
could
man.
use Chamber more
He was subbing in.
just because
That's the story.
there's people that are
A group
incredible
of
on it.
outcasts, very much known within their region.
I don't miss the
as
chamber
I
meta.
said earlier,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
expected to make
I don't
that
think we
jump
want
up as
to see that
competitive
back.
as it
That's what
is.
worries me about
But
the
this is
Astra
the
Star thing
next
you were saying
wave
earlier
of
as well.
Turkish talent, where a
And
they're not
player
gonna
or
do
two
it,
will
that's
be hoping
fine.
for their
Yeah,
chance
it's true.
to jump up and maybe
I mean,
one gets picked up
maybe
here or there.
they've done some nut stuff in the
This
past.
is, you know,
Okay,
an outfit of
But
itself.
also, remember when they
names
changed the
which
pool
will
with
be
delay?
hidden
Like,
for
who
years
asked
to
for
come.
that? Like, Astra was already underplayed and then they
It's
nerfed the pool.
And then
incredible.
they nerfed that.
Rose not being able
Just
to
all of
play
the
in
trap.
split
The only
one
thing
of
left were like
2020
trap plays,
and
and then they got
2024.
rid of all the
Yeah.
trap plays.
Yeah.
Sporadic officials for a few of the players that even got to play in Burla because it's
Bro gets an
passionately
outlaw
called
out again, but they
by
all bought heavy
the
armor.
locals.
That's so funny.
Yeah. And more so, like, LAN finals that they went to. Crazy.
Yeah.
Loita, the controller here, he was the MVP of that. And not only did he have the most kills of any
Lunatic.
grand final, but a plus 32 on
You're a
controller.
server.
A
I love it.
16-year-old on that stage with that kind of crowd.
He did so good.
These guys have really
He made just a
shown it
little
every
bit of
single
sound as well.
challenge they've had so far. This is another Rico.
I think yes. Outlawing it.
Just
Of course he
knows
picked that.
Sand is gone without a fight.
That's so
the sight
funny, man.
falls and more tag damage is dealt before that opportunity closes.
Bro, why is he
Oh, they're just
everywhere?
hungry for blood, Cairo.
Why is he actually everywhere?
Yeah,
Dude, his
they stop
POV,
it.
I,
Plenty
it's
to
such a
chow
shame,
down
man.
on. As
Minnie did
Mo
a tweet about this, that
walks
like we're
into
never
a
gonna get.
graveyard of his
It's a
teammates.
shame that we're like never gonna have POVs
Morbid in
of
nature.
like one person's POV for a whole game,
Maybe
like
already
in
thinking about backing away,
like
doesn't
in the
want to
future.
see
You
what
know.
Pacific
Like,
have
this would have
created,
been
although
so
they're trying
funny to
get
watch his
But
more
what about
POV.
and
replay
more.
system? Is it
Yeah,
doesn't
This is
gonna...
what happens
I
when
mean,
you
it's
live against the
that'll
full might of the
happen. Like
Turkish
it'd be cool
region.
once that's finally in and we get it, but we're gonna miss out on like all of these years,
To
right?
give credit
But we
to
can't
the
watch it back.
Ultimates and their game plan
But you
in
know
these
what?
last
I don't
couple
think it's
rounds
about
as
his
well, where
POV.
they
You know
are
those
making
CS
saves. It's
montages
what
where
you've got to do at
it's
times. One of
enemies
the best
POV when
teams
they're
on
getting
Lotus
one
we
tap.
had last
Yeah,
year,
yeah.
Like that,
Gentlemates,
you know,
they
like super
pioneered
fast-paced
that meta to
montage.
Yeah,
save
just-
on more
That's what I
rounds
would
than
You
wanna
just
see.
had no
where
chance
it
to
would
stick
look
it.
like you
Yeah,
wanted to take
yeah.
it. This obviously the 5v1 is a little different, one away from the ult for Mo, but something I want to talk about on the other side of the server, Rising Stars, a chance to prove yourself. Without Akai and having Fighter here,
Oh, yeah.
you know, you
He's
have
gonna
so
keep it.
much to prove. But the fact that he's already
He's not gonna
topping the
keep it, okay.
charts, finding a nice few shots here and there where he's slotting into this established
By the way, this
core
comeback
is
came to my stream
showing
like
me all of the
an hour
right
ago or two.
signs for
Oh really?
you know, TU doing
Yeah.
something here and
What do
not
you say?
just
Come watch
rolling
me.
over, but that needs to turn into a
Come watch
round
me,
I
I'm
think
just
it's
kidding.
just
especially when
high
that ult is up.
or something on the
That's the thing as well about
Like, yeah, I was excited.
See,
losing out in a
the
player
legend.
like that.
Does he speak in
Statistically
English?
compared to everybody else has it, he was
Yeah, I
the
mean,
highest.
I mean,
out
he
of all the stats.
messaged a few very simple words, so...
Not just in
Whoa.
meta, but when you compare
No
it across,
way
I
he-
know what you're saying.
Whoa.
Okay, at least.
Sight
Yeah,
has
that was still
held here
impressive,
against
though.
the other
I
duelist,
still
no
give him
back.
something for that. That was good.
Been relieved of his duties on this round.
I mean,
Information
they have a good
to the
reaction.
A
Like,
play.
they're already on A side.
Loita getting himself across
We-
and forcing those players out. Will TU react to this? Are they a little bit quicker off the mark this time? Or do Pacific
One way
want to
heaven?
fight while they're down
Chamber
in
push
numbers? The
behind.
spike hasn't been
Scared.
committed and they do
I mean,
have
this guy can
B3, but
for
Okay,
sure
now they
win
drawn and
this.
then they won make heaven and
does
this is a
become
good after
invalid
plan.
after a point in time.
The breed. Oh man,
Blank
this
seems to be
this
so
could
good.
be crazy.
Yeah, that's the first
Does
time
he
we've
go
seen the
stairs?
Ultimates with a real
Holy hell.
advantage to work with as well. Although Laurent quickly deals with that. There you go.
Dude.
It's quickly turned on its head after one
I
engagement
am.
by Pacific, and they've got
I mean, again,
every angle
4v5,
held, looking to
but
play off
the
one
But
reaction-
another, and
positional
make it look
advantage.
Yeah, yeah.
so
Like you said,
simple.
It doesn't matter.
With what happened on B,
Players
like their
shot
reaction
to
was
the ground,
instant.
and
It was
everyone
nice.
on Pacific goes stationary. Up
I
at
think
their
it's like-
desks, high energy.
Okay,
This
I don't
team
know,
has
but it feels
always
like
been
maybe
of
they
that.
just don't
You look at
overthink,
the
you know?
coach key
Like,
that we were
oh, we
speaking
can't go
about
B anymore,
earlier.
let's go A.
This guy
You know, and
has
that's it.
history
Simple
in
as that.
game
Oh,
changes.
instant. Yeah, it's
Second
all like
place with Oxygen
do you
in
remember
2021.
G2 when
Navi
Ardis joined?
Celestials third,
It's like that
2022,
stuff,
but
where like they had
with
no
the last-
hesitation
Like
in
the
anything they're doing,
2020
and it's
Not being
just
able
first
to,
call. Yeah,
you know,
let's do it.
do any more. Moving into challenges now and finding finding his first spell
No,
of success,
south, anywhere.
keeping these players grounded despite, you know, how
Yeah, good luck,
much
chamber opening.
energy they bring to the server. It's really important.
Oh.
I mean,
Okay, that was
you've got
cool
to
trip.
consider as well what he's been able to do in terms
Like they baited
young
that is just
prospects
solid
into
chamber.
some
They
Yeah,
went to
real
kill a
and
trap.
you have
players
to
that can be
commit
depended
to a
upon
certain point to see
comebacks,
it.
just about turn and ran.
Okay,
The
that's
op
nice
still
of you.
holding for when they get the peak, and there goes
Yeah.
He's still getting kills because why
Sand's
not?
still holding on. Yeah, it's a complete
This
rout
team is
on the
stacked.
A side with the
It is
spike
a
going
stacked
down.
roster,
As easy
man.
as
This
it could.
team, they're scary.
You just can't catch comeback off guard. The fact he's able to find one on the fadeaway there's ridiculous. The Pacific plot armor is thick, Cairo.
Nah, man.
8
This
and
is scary.
0.
They're a
They've not
scary,
stopped for
scary
anything.
team.
And TU haven't really called a pause or anything to make them call
Yeah,
that
the coach has
into-
gotta
into effect. You
yeah,
know what I
coach
mean?
has
They've
gotta
just
do
kept
something,
on
man.
going. They're a momentum-based team, and they are being given all of the momentum that they could possibly ask for, given the room to set that up.
It's not even that though, mate. It's like
They did call
you
a pause
look
at
at
0-5,
Pacific
yeah.
as a
Yeah, you gotta
roster
do another one.
and everything as well.
You gotta throw everything
It's
in
the
there.
fact that like they're making
I
up
don't
for
even know what
lost
to talk
time.
about though.
You think
I
from
mean,
last
you
year
gotta go,
and what
you gotta go
Chunky,
aggro
what
A,
the
set up the
performance that
chamber
they
and do the
had,
smoke here.
not what we
That's like it.
expected of Digital Athletics.
That's like the main
at
Look at
thing.
the way they started the round.
There's a different aura around
Oh,
this
Just
it's
team,
5,000 ready to go.
Do you
in.
like this
One of
Viper wall?
constant
Because I think it's
progression,
kinda
moving
overrated.
forwards.
The
Comeback
C one?
is one of those.
Yeah.
He leads the server for kills and looks for
So
another
originally when the
through
map
link.
came out, I thought
Yet
this
to
is
be
how it's
given
going to
it,
be played,
Mo
but like
does
when
respond,
I
but
started
Rose
seeing
equal
it in
action.
pro play, I
4 on
didn't
3
like it that much.
numbers. Pit for the retake, but Sand is so far away from this as the spike is ticking.
I think it's so
and
hard to get
TU
value from
are
it.
isolated on every front.
That's it. The fact that all it takes is 1v1 on three times over. Sando wins his and gains
Hold up.
remain
Oh,
for
that's a good game.
himself. And his fighter peeks out, leaves it all up to
Oh,
the
you won that
aforementioned
game.
player.
It's so
He
fast,
will not
dude.
have what
All
it
of the
takes
shots
to
are
get
so
this over
fast.
the
It
line.
feels like you don't
They're
have much of a
making it look
chance.
easy.
This
And
guy
with
keeps
how
running
quick
out
they
of
take
smokes
these
one
rounds
tapping.
as well, Hazard, it doesn't add to how you're feeling about this series because as we
But wait,
see
they don't have
Pacific grow with
same
confidence more and
replays
more,
as like VCT,
you'll
right?
see that the
No,
confidence
it's a
leave
solo
Team
PC,
Ultimates,
so
right?
it's
A
okay.
champion in
They
their
got like
own
one
right,
poor
but
guy.
also on top of that, they'll be feeling the pain from previous years. They'll be feeling the
But
pain
I always
from
worry
map
about this
into the
stuff, man,
next.
because if
It just
someone does
compounds
like an
and
absolute
compounds.
clip, like it's just lost
The
forever
Middle
unless
East
they're
on one
recording.
shoulder, North Africa on the other, the full weight of MENA on their back. That's not going to get any easier to bear the burden.
This
Comeback
guy has
continuing
the
with
most outlaw
of
kills
all
I have
guns.
ever
He
seen in
just
a
doesn't
game.
care to upgrade. It does the job. It's fit for purpose. And Larok finding Mo will continue to make matters worse. There are still individual errors about this attack side, but TU are yet to punish them fully.
I mean, that's I feel as if again
Actually,
we're talking
somebody
about
in my chat
passengers and
just said that
last,
comeback is going to be
game,
18
this
in
that last series has it.
June.
I feel as if Team
Oh, wait,
Optimus are just
June
absolute
14th, not
passengers
January.
for how it's
Never mind.
going. And, you talk about little
like
mistakes.
almost a year.
Like, there's a massive one.
So you could
Not
do
clear
a
in the
Premi.
corner. Fighter though gets
Yeah.
a chance.
There it
And
is.
finally,
I
the
thought maybe
Ultimates
January,
get
which is
their first
actually fine,
round
but
Yeah.
of this game.
Miss a week or something, but
Managing to get
Could
that
be.
one over the line. Now they have to try and string it together. Couple rounds, and maybe make
June
it
would
a
be
9-3.
what, stage 2? I
Then
think.
you're looking at
Yeah.
what
What?
they can do on the
June
second
would be
half.
stage 2 right next year, I
One
think.
round at a time,
Yeah,
Cairo.
yeah.
They'll be of that notion.
By the way,
TU
somebody
playing
asked a
from
good
the
question,
Riot
like,
Games
why do you think
arena.
Riot doesn't allow
One
notes?
of the prac rooms, they've got the setup
Like,
there.
you know, like CS players.
No
It's that
joke, when
environment you wanna
we
channel in
used to
these
do events,
online
we asked
games
them, and they
after
said it was
being
because it's messy
undefeated
for like
in
broadcast.
every single
I also
one
think
of
it's
those
because they want to
events.
have differences
7
to
out of
CS.
8 of the total
But, like, when
splits,
we asked
every
No Joke,
single
they
LAN
said it was just
finals
messy.
going their way in MENA, but
Okay.
Pacific a
Because
different
it's such
beast.
different thing in CS, like players are doing their
Still
own
not
notes
using Ultimate
and then like
since we
learning
saw
strat and then
Rose's
having them on
earlier
the like on pieces
Certainly
of
see
paper.
it being used
It would become so different.
Loads being sent forward. Sand's
I
the
kind of
Maybe I
like it.
prefer
It's
it
not.
this way.
Yeah, I
The
prefer
first
it this
pick
way.
in the round.
I think it makes the coaches
Lita
more
will get more
valuable
though, so
as
it's
well.
traded even. I think that's 4
And, like,
for
the whole
Ultimates now,
premise
so
I mean,
it's
also-
not
timeouts.
Pacific.
Yeah,
Like memorizing
Ultimates
instead of
banked
having
on
it
display,
on the paper.
TBD,
For sure, man. I think that's like
Overdrive
the
and the Hunter's Fury, yet nobody peaks Link.
that's when like
That's where Fighter stands.
it's like the
fourth
value
is
of
waiting.
players that can
Larok's thinking about
like
it.
soak in
They have
that
the info on the
information. They become like
retake, but
really
the
important.
response is
Like
there.
we don't get to
Fighters
see
score.
or know
He takes
about
one
it really.
post-mortem, but that's all he can settle for, the 3v3.
'Cause
I also have an I mean, yeah, you can finish.
I always talk about like
Fight,
cryptics because
so,
cryptics
yeah, I
would
think you're
remember
probably
like
looking at the
every
ultimate
single
to
bit of
try and
anti
get a
and
player
just like
back. They
call
have
it
done so,
in the
but
rounds and stuff.
Sky is the
Like
only
he was
saving
great, but
grace
no one
they
like ever
have.
knew about
The
it.
orb
But
going
he was
up
like
provides an issue
completely
for
just
Rose. Needs to
like
get the player off
memorizing
the
everything.
spike. Will do so, but can't
Done it.
quite
Oh,
get
he might have won that.
Spy.
Oh, he
Yeah.
has won that.
Time in the
Damn,
end.
bro,
It's
they
good to have a player
Double
like that.
digits
They can't
for
catch a break.
Pacific after 11 rounds.
Another
what I was
one
saying, like,
down to
you know the replay
an
system?
absolute nail biter.
I'm
It's
kinda-
been cagey. We
I'm
said
kind
it
of
would
like
be,
silently happy that it's not here.
that they will
Yep.
take 10
'Cause your
this
life's gonna be a
first
nightmare
half.
when it
Utility
happens.
back
Yeah.
through,
Yeah.
the
Like,
reveal
I mean,
on
the
players
thing is, right
making their
now,
way up to default.
like,
Rose
mean,
only
people
needed
still
one in
steal
the
stuff,
clutch, and he
obviously, like,
does
I mean,
pick
we
it
also
up.
steal,
So
but like, if there is gonna be a replay
as
system,
strong
like,
as the
all the
sparring
lineup,
partners
like,
were
all you need is
for
one game,
TU
Yep.
in
and like,
their
you would
own
just have
region,
15 minutes
not
video of
without changes,
TH3 and
and
Soba,
Pacific
like,
right now,
just all of those
As I said
hours
before,
that you spent. Someone
Yeah.
can
It
just
feels
watch
like they
something
can
and in
do
5
no
minutes
wrong.
they know that information.
yeah, and they know it exactly
That's
because
exactly the
like
case.
having it from streams is quite hard. Like unless
No, it
the
really is.
observer is actually on your
This is
POV and it's shown on the main
slowest we've
stream,
seen
then
Pacific
sure.
take it so far.
But it doesn't
As
happen
they
too often.
stop for a minute to breathe.
So
Although
I don't know.
a very quick
I'm kinda
explosion
happy.
out into wall top.
I
and
for
they're
sure
continuing
agree with that.
forward.
It's like,
Mo,
do
the
you remember
only
at the
one to
beginning of the
hold
game
down
where
Waterfall,
coaches could
chased
view
down.
both
Rose
teams?
still holding on to 8.
Like
Trying to
spectator
take
mode?
Jules of the
Yeah,
road.
yeah. We
As
didn't have a
Step
coach
Fletcher
mode,
is
so the
this
coaches would have to sit in
competitive player.
spectator,
That's the
and then I would
question
like do
I ask, because in a
lineups,
minute,
and
what
then
Pacific
I would
want to
play the same teams like a week later, and they've got my exact lineups that I'm
way.
doing,
Come
and I'm just
back.
like, okay,
Yep.
I'm banning
running
spectators.
in, finding
Because
kills,
you spend
and
so
there's
long, and
nothing
people just
that
spend
TU
like a
can do
minute
to
just
stop
sitting on
it
our
from
POV stealing
happening.
it.
This bunch of youngsters
be the same
have
as that.
burst onto the scene, and
So
their
yeah, I
first
think
game in
it's
Ascension is no different.
It's gonna be
An
cool. Like the only people that
11-1
kind of
half on
benefit
their
it
own map
from
pick,
it are
a
like
map which
coaches and
we've
stuff for
not
anti
seen
and like a bit
in
of some teams,
the
but pretty much
last
just content creators.
3 months.
Like they
It's
can
been
just make
3 months since we've
videos.
seen it.
Like I
This
can
is
make a
the
whole
first time
video
they
of
played the
this is how
Confident officials,
Aspas plays this
and
map. Like that's pretty
It's
cool.
just
Yeah.
ridiculous. What a
But yeah,
second
I
half that we
understand
need
why
from
you
TU to bring this one
like
back.
it how it is, because if you're the guy putting in all the hard work, man, it's devastating when someone takes your stuff in 5 minutes.
It's also like, I mean, you can compare it to CS where there is like demos and stuff. The thing is in CS, okay, you watch whatever Mirage A anchor, like you know what he's gonna do, sure, but like it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like it literally doesn't matter that you know, because he has like what 4 different positions to play, some setups here and there, but like you cannot abuse that. Well, in Valorant, I think you could abuse the knowledge you get
For sure.
so easily.
It's so much more of a anti-game where you can do stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I agree. I fully agree with you. It'll be interesting. I think it's a bit off. I mean, I don't. From what they showed of it, I don't think it's coming next year. So
But
you got
yeah,
another
I
year
mean, I
for-
remember what they showed. But what about China? Is it
They just
live
have
there?
Blistering start from
they have,
Pacific puts them up 10 rounds to the good
Is it like
inside our first
Overwolf or
12.
something where it just records?
now is
Like
their
it's not.
opportunity.
It's
Okay, I
not what you
remember
think
it.
it is.
To hammer
Yeah,
that
I
nail
remember them
in
in.
and lock in their
Like, we
first
had
map
those
in
little
Ascension.
icons
It
when we
doesn't
were playing
feel like
Grim.
it right now,
Yeah.
but TU have so much
But-
work to do
okay, so
to
that's
keep
what
this
Where
one
it
competitive.
just like
Cairo.
clips a certain bit, yeah.
One round at a time. We see that earlier. It starts with a pistol. Start to gain that momentum, but as they head in to face Pacific's defensive side, what does the macro game look like? Not great, as we've already
Bro,
seen
they
the
have
first be
this is the
taken within
confidence,
first
man. They
10
know a
seconds.
chamber is going to swing A. They higher lower. Just wait for
Easy
it.
collection.
Yep.
TU trying to fight back through.
Dude, teams that have
Utility there, but comeback
teams that
is
have
spamming
unreal
and keeping
confidence
them
is
held
the
at
most
arm's
fun to
length.
watch in this game.
Loita
It is.
and all
It's
of the
so
rest.
sick.
Khalid is gone before he even gets a look at the side
I mean,
entrance.
Holy.
12 for
This
Pacific.
map
And
was
Cairo, as much as we were speaking about these
hard
players wanting to
for
make
one
that
team.
top 10 cut for Turkey,
Yeah.
to bridge the gap to VCT
But for the
EMEA,
Icebox to be closer.
these are some of the
And
top
this is
10
a scary
best
team, though.
players that we've had
I'm
in
excited to
MENA
watch this
since
team.
first strike, if you're talking Mo and Khalid. That's 4 years.
But I think like,
Yeah, 4 years. I mean,
you
as
know,
we
like
were mentioning
level-wise.
before,
I mean,
what,
for
4
example, this
different,
chamber swinging A, like,
inter-regional
I mean, if
promotional
you're playing
tournaments
chamber
that
on a
we've
map,
seen since
I guess this is
2022,
not the first time,
including
like,
this one, and only
surely
being
you
able
understand
to
that they
get
understand.
one map win.
but you still do it
At
because
some
you think
point
you're better, like, or
expecting
what?
something to pop up, right?
It's just it's just
Yeah,
what
and
you do, I guess, on
look,
Chamber.
They won that map, or
And
they won
also,
that series, sorry, against
I think
Ascension
at
last
11-1,
year.
you're just like, I might
This
as
is the
well.
force. This is your chance, and yeah, it felt like they would kick on. Kiles, world champion in the server there. Turkey know what it's like to make world champions, and the next generation of putting their
He
names
slid in
into
with
the
2
ring. It's a
bullets.
straight-up defuse to close
That's
it.
crazy.
13-1, it's over.
They just instant
Blink and you'll
defuse
miss
it.
Pacific
Well, that was
straight
an
out the
absolute
gate,
slaughter, man.
locking
Holy.
in their first map.
They're trying to
Yeah, Hazard,
save
what do we
time after
expect
the
from the
Yeah,
Unwatched?
they're
looking at the time, they're
Blast
like, well,
Face is what they
we can
want
make
to
this
play
done in
this
an
game,
hour.
and that's the way they've finished the first map.
We'll be heading to a break.